let's now focus in on the latest auto news, and we have more troubles for Toyota. In fact, Toyota is asking U.S. judges to consolidate all federal claims against the company in one court. Bloomberg's Lizzie reports from outside the courtroom in San Diego, California.
In a very packed courtroom, it looks like these cases are going to be consolidated, and odds are they'll be consolidated here in California, where Toyota has its base of U.S. operations. Now, consolidation is an advantage for the plaintiffs' attorneys. It gives the cases a little more clout in court, and it allows them to band together and talk to one another.
For the consumer cases, it's a great advantage. It allows the plaintiffs and the lawyers to coalesce and to try to unite and fight this thing. I mean, obviously, you're up against a corporation that, at least so far, has expended a great deal of money and in both damage control and lying and denying as to what their problem is.
We'll likely get a formal decision from the court in about 2 weeks. Then we'll see where the venue will be shifted, but most likely here in California. Lizzie O'Leary, Bloomberg News, San Diego.
All right, let's get to other news from Toyota. It has named a North American quality chief to help it rebound from record recalls. Steve St. Angelo joins a global quality panel of Toyota that they are trying to assemble after recalling that massive recall of 8.5 million vehicles worldwide. And Toyota gets a new vehicle quality chief. The Japanese automaker appointed the head of its largest North American plant, Steve St. Angelo, to oversee the quality of its products after recent chains of safety issues. And St. Angelo will join that global panel, which, of course, President Akio Toyoda is trying to assemble. Let's get to Alan Ohnsman now, who's a reporter in Los Angeles on this story. And Alan, let's talk about this new quality group, this new quality chief. What exactly are they trying to do here, Toyota? Are they trying to show the public that they are getting serious?
I believe that's a proper interpretation. Last month, Akio Toyoda, when he testified before the U.S. Congress, did say that this was one of the reforms he wanted to put in place. And we're starting to see that now. This week, we've had the announcement of the European head of the group, and now Steve St. Angelo, who does run Toyota's Georgetown plant. And Steve is going to have a fairly big job overseeing basically all aspects of looking at defects, overall quality, working with regulatory agencies here in the United States, and then he'll also be meeting with a global panel in Toyota City, Japan.
Let's talk about consolidation of I guess, all these charges or these legal suits are trying to be consolidated into one court. Maybe you can explain to our viewers here, Alan, how does that help Toyota?
Well, I think it just makes it a lot simpler. I mean, right now, there are more than 140 various cases seeking class action status, something like 48 individual suits. And for Toyota, that would have to be a bit of a nightmare, trying to litigate individually each and every one of these. So what we're going to see probably is some sort of consolidation, and it may not be, one massive case, but perhaps a handful rather than 140, 150, something like that.
Yeah, and Alan, one more question for you. There's talk that maybe those that drive these cars involved in this massive recall of 8.5 million vehicles will be asking for compensation since, the resale value has dropped off considerably.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of details on that particular suit, but I have seen reports of that. And between injury suits, death suits, but then also people suing for loss of value, decline in residual value. There certainly are a lot of different configurations, and Toyota's got a whole raft of different legal arguments to defend itself from.
Okay, Alan, thank you for that. Alan Ohnsman with the latest on Toyota.